Hello and welcome back. Outdoors once again, same day. There's a lot of thoughts flowing around in my mind related to a lot of the experiences that I have and how I'm free from so many of the things that I'm noticing. So as I'm going throughout my day, I'll have an experience, and today I can feel the progress, I guess. I notice quite a bit how at one time certain things that would bother me just really are not in my experience anymore, nearly to the degree. And sometimes it might be in the mind, but it doesn't have an effect on me either. It's very hard to explain. But one of the things that I noticed today that really struck a chord with me. Have you ever wondered why when you're nice to certain people, let's say for example, you work with someone, and then when you interact with that person outside of work, each time you see that person, there's this sense of familiarity. I probably didn't pronounce that right. You recognize the person as someone that also works where you work, so there's kind of a feeling of camaraderie. If you play the same video game, you watch the same show, the minute that you notice that there's something that you do that a person also does, it kind of opens this door where you can be loving towards that person, okay, where you can open yourself up to the person that you're speaking to or group of people. Now, have you ever wondered why you can do that with those people but not everyone else? Have you ever really looked into this? And something that I found, the only thing that really blocks us from opening ourselves to everybody is our fear. We're afraid on some level. We're afraid of being hurt. We've been taught to guard ourselves and defend ourselves. And we have this wrong idea of what it is to love, what it means to love someone, what it means to be loving. I've found that love is not something, it can't be learned. It's not something that you don't love someone. It's not something you do. It's something that you become, something that you are when you drop all your barriers and you drop all reasons to give yourself permission to love. Love is something you become when you're open to all. And not just when you're only loving towards a group of people, it means your love is conditional. It means such and such people have met certain conditions that you require, or you believe you require, in order for you to be your being, for you to open up to the person. And I've found that love is a sense of openness. It's one way to describe it. It's where you can share yourself openly. You become loving. So when you give yourself a permission to open up to certain people, in a sense you're relating to those people on a certain level. And on the deepest level, we're related to everything. So if you're just going to stop, like you could say, for example, I work with this person works, or this person is even better, this person is really interested in the same things I'm interested in. So that'll be a place where you stop and say, okay, we're alike in this way, so now I can open up to the person. When there's so many different things that you share in common, that you are other reasons why you are alike. And any one of those you can stop at to open the door. But if you open your door to all of them and don't really stop at any, on the deepest level, we're made up of the same stuff. The entire fabric of the universe is all made up of atoms, quarks, electrons, protons, of the smallest elementary particles that, when arranged in different ways, look different to the eye. But ultimately, we're all made up of the same stuff. So if you don't just stop at a certain condition, say, I need to love a person only if such and such condition is met, and if you look on the deeper level of everything, we are all exactly the same. We're all made up of the same thing. So ultimately, if you need a reason to open up to someone, that's a good reason to open up to everything. I mean, you can love a blade of grass as much as you can love a person, a tree, a mosquito that just flew over my head. It doesn't mean that I can't smack the mosquito. You have to forgive yourself sometimes, and sometimes if you bite or something bites you, I mean, what are you going to do? It's okay to act in the way that you're going to act. But I've always thought this was funny, how we can choose certain conditions, certain people to be in that state of openness towards. But when it comes to ultimately, we're related to everything, why can't we be open to everything? I noticed this in myself too in the early stages, how I could only be loving towards certain people and certain things, and I realized that that is a conditional love, and it's not unconditional love, and that unconditional love, it's not what I thought it was. You don't try to be loving. You can't try to be loving, and love is beyond all reason and understanding. Have you ever fallen in love? It's very illogical. You find yourself doing things that don't seem to make any sense. The mind can't really grasp what love is, but you can become love itself. You embody the entire frequency of it, and then you are the embodiment of it. So until you look into your types of love and really ask yourself on the deepest levels that you can, is my love conditional? And what is it that why is it that my love is conditional? And is this real love? Until you take those types of questions really deeper inside yourself, you won't come to the realization that the only reason you're opening the door to love is because they've met certain conditions. And on the deepest level, again, we're all the same. We're all connected to everything else. So in a sense, everything that you see around you is you as well. So my arm's getting tired from doing this, and I'm going to end the video there. And thank you, whoever you are around the world, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Thank you. I appreciate you. Peace.